Welcome third graders to self-assessments. This will be used for week 35, day 18 of your grade 3 science curriculum. I am Miss Godsell and I will be showing you how to do a self-assessment. In our video today, we will review what is a self-assessment, why we use a self-assessment and why it is important, how to complete a self-assessment by seeing a model, then how to use the audio on Google Form to help you complete the rest of your self-assessment. When this video is done, you will complete the rest of your self-assessment in the attached Google Form. If you need it, each question has audio linked to it that will read you the question. What is a self-assessment? Well, we hear assessment and immediately think test. And that's kind of it, but it's one I don't want you to feel any pressure because there is no such thing as a wrong answer except if you leave it blank. So please fill in the questions even if you put in something totally random. It helps us know where you're at, but it also helps you to know where you are at because that's the whole point of this. This helps you to see where you are in your learning. And it gives you a chance to ask questions on topics you don't understand. So this is really important because maybe you have one question, maybe you have 10 questions. This is your chance to get those questions about the topic answered. Self-assessments are super important in the learning process. After I teach a lesson, I like to write about what I think I did well and what I think I could work on. This allows me to grow as a teacher and get better. Here, you are doing the same. You are taking the time to think about what you feel you have done well and understand, and where you need some help. This will help you grow and become a better student. Assessments are just as important for you as they are for the teachers grading them. They help you to understand where you are at in the topic. I keep saying you a lot because this is all about you. You need to know where you're at so you can know what questions to ask and to push yourself further in your learning. This is your education, so do it for yourself. These assessments will not be shared with any other student, so be as honest as possible. Self-assessments take some practice, so watch me do one. Remember, the more you do this, the easier and more effective it will be. First, read the directions. For each topic, put an X in the box that describes how well you have met the learning target. Then write a question you still have for your teacher if you need help or if there is something you are still wondering about. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to read my learning target to see if I understand every part of it. I can observe visible body parts involved in the return of a served table tennis ball and explain their functions. Okay, so the first part, I can observe visible body parts involved in the return of a served table tennis ball. Okay, so if I observe, that means I see them and I know all of them, that I know all the visible muscles. I know all the muscles that I can see in the body to use when hitting a table tennis ball. Okay, so I know that part, but I do get confused about what each one of them does. And so I have a hard time explaining their functions. So I still need a little bit of help. So I'm going to put it in there. And I'm going to write, I know the names of the body parts, but I forget what each of them do. Can you explain that again? Notice how I stopped and I went over each of the parts of the learning target, making sure that I could give myself a summary and answer a few quick, like, these are the most important things in this learning target. Okay, so I know what I'm doing, but this part is still confusing to me. I want to talk to them about it. So make sure you go through and do that with each one, taking time to think about each part of the learning target and making sure that you can explain it. Then the parts that you can't explain, making a note of those. So, you have seen the model. Now it is time to go through and complete your Google form for your self-assessment. Read each learning target, then answer "I know this well" or "I need help." Then read the next question. Put any questions you may still have about the learning target in the text box. If you would like directions read to you, then you can click on the link in the directions. So as you can see here, I have this link. All I need to do is click on it, and it'll go here. Press this little play button. Read each learning target, then answer "I know this well" or "I need help." Once it's done reading, you go back, and if I would like the next one, I'll click on that, and it'll pop open with a new tab. I press play again. I can observe visible body parts involved in the return of a served table tennis ball and explain their functions. You're able to listen to this as many times as you would like, and then you can go back and click on your response. The next one also has the instructions read to you, and then you put any questions you have in here. Each of the questions and the prompts on the Google form will have the questions read to you with a link linking that audio file. Have fun! To wrap up, in today's video we reviewed what is a self-assessment, why is a self-assessment important, how to complete a self-assessment by seeing a model, and then how to use the audio on the Google form to help you complete the rest of your self-assessment. Now you will go complete the rest of your self-assessment in the attached Google form. If you need it, each question has audio linked to it that will read you the question. Thank you so much for joining me. Have fun with your self-reflection.